This is an orthokeratology case where the patient is wearing a semiscleral lens and is undercorrected in the left eye. And over time, we've also lost regularity of the reverse curve on the posterior topography. Here are the two most recent lenses that the patient's worn for the left eye. And going from here to here, I believe is where we regained the break in the reverse curve. So what I'm surmising is that usually when we see this, because we're not getting very good seal of the lens, and this transition would imply that although we're getting touch here, WAVE predicts that the lens is touching here, but we're probably actually touching out here a little bit, and lifting that up has caused us to lose some of the fluid force there. So even though the graph predicts we're touching here, I think what's actually happening is with the lens on the eye, most of the touch was out here, and we've kind of lifted that away, or lifted the lens away from the cornea by going to this design. So what we want to do is kind of shift this graph, I guess, outward a little bit so that we maintain seal out here. There's actually a fairly good amount of central flattening in this posterior topography. It is a little bit uneven, and so I think the topo demand we can leave the same, but we want to move the profile of this graph out a little bit. So here now on the right side, I have a proposed lens for the left eye. The lens on the left side here is the lens that the patient's currently wearing. And what I did was I moved the IC control point out to 7.2. Also moved the OZ out so we don't have a really, really large reservoir of fluid where the reverse curve starts. So this is at 6.2, 7.2, and then I adjusted the topo demand. I did have to bump that up, and we are at 70 microns there to maintain the same topo demand. I also shifted the pink control point in to 10 millimeters, and I brought it back down to just under 4 microns of clearance. So now in this range of 8 out to maybe 9.5 millimeters or so, we should be touching on the cornea, whereas out here, 8 to 9.5 millimeters or so, we're anywhere from 8 to 12 microns of clearance. If we go out to the HVID around 11.2, we can see that we still got quite a bit of clearance there, and that's to avoid the limbus. So I don't think this lens will land on the limbus too much. It should just be landing on the cornea. And then the overall sagittal depth of the lens, I did adjust the edge angle so that the overall sagittal depth is very similar to before, so that the edge profile is similar to how it lays right outside the limbus on the sclera. So I hope that this lens will seal off a little bit better all the way around. I think topo demand can stay the same, and hopefully that'll take care of the patient under correction. So hopefully this is helpful. Best of luck with your patient, and thanks for watching.